Hello, I'm James, and I welcome you to this episode of Moments of Clarity. Today, permit me to share something very important with you briefly, which is dealing with confrontations when you talk about Jesus Christ. Has anyone ever told you that you are blinded by your desire to believe in something and so you choose to believe in Jesus? Or have you ever been told that you're blind for following Jesus without any natural evidence or scientific proof of his lordship, his existence, or his divinity, or the miracle he performs? I took some time and I found out that many people refuse Christ or the gospel because of their logic and the contradictions that our belief system has with their natural minds. So they refuse the faith, or they mock our Christianity. They mock the Bible, they mock what we believe. However, there is no point being afraid when we are unable to give them what they are asking for every time they ask for it. The question is this: is Christ real to you? What do you believe, and why do you believe it? Just what exactly happened to you that makes you talk about Jesus or think about Jesus so confidently? This is your testimony. It is the proof of the gospel. It is a proof of what you believe in, that it is real. You are that result. You are that evidence. One among many witnesses all over the world. So let this be your own persuasion. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, because it is real enough to you. For you to have believed it in the first place, it means it's real enough to you. So no matter where you are right now in your journey, this is real enough for you, and that is enough. Also, I want you to remember that Satan once told Eve that by disobeying God, she would have her eyes opened and she would become like God, inferring that she was blind and bound, living under God. However, you and I know that the reverse was the outcome. He lied, and sadly today, the unbeliever is still speaking the language of their father, the devil, the father of all lies, like Jesus calls him. So don't let what they are saying make you feel less of a believer. Jesus is the truth, the only truth. You have to believe it and talk about it every chance that you get. Also, I understand that we must love people and accommodate everyone as best as we can. You see, but you must also learn that it can be quite dangerous being too accommodating of everybody's opinions. Dangerous in the sense that you can find yourself so surrounded with everyone's sentiments so that you start promoting them unknowingly and forgetting everything you actually did stand for. Loving everyone does not mean agreeing with everyone. It does not also mean accepting everything that they present to you. Yes, by all means necessary, we respect people, we don't abuse them because they are made in God's image and God loves them. But when it comes to our faith and our convictions about Jesus Christ, you have to be bold enough to declare it any chance you get without fear. Please understand this, that no matter what you do or say, you will always offend people one way or another. You just have to make sure that you are not offending God, which is the one that truly matters. How do you do this? By living in denial of his eternal truth because of your fear of offending others. You see, Jesus Christ is more than somebody's opinion. It's more than a way of life that people just choose to live. Jesus is the way to live. Jesus is the truth. The only opinion that matters is the only way, and he is the only truth. And so, whether men like it or not, I will not let my fear of being stigmatized or persecuted stop me from saying what I believe in Jesus. It is what I believe. And if I truly love men, then as much as I respect them, I owe them true responsibility, you see, to tell them about Jesus, to save their soul. You see, it is as much their right to listen to me as it is also my right to speak to them. So they can choose to either listen or not, just the way I can choose to either speak or not. And personally, I've made up my mind not to hold back. If you read the book of 1 Peter 2 verse 12 in as many translations as you like, you will discover that people, you see, will never have any problem with the fruits of your Christianity, you being able to manifest the fruits of love, gentleness, kindness, integrity, honesty everywhere you are. They never have a problem with that. But they may have a problem with you for talking about Jesus Christ. And Peter emphasized on the fact that you must conduct yourself in such a way that even if they have a problem with you talking about Jesus, they won't have a problem with your character. And so it's the possibility there that I'm trying to bring out, that people will always have a problem with you when you talk about Jesus. Why do you think someone can like you for everything but get mad at you the moment you talk about Christ? It is because that the power that enslaves them hates that word. It knows that it can save them. And so it stirs up disinterest and sometimes aggression towards you in that regard. You can choose to motivate them ordinarily and get away with it, but you will become an enemy when you begin to mention Christ. This is the reason, my friend. The error, therefore, is trying to be liked by them. You can't be liked by everybody. The world can't be your friend when it is the enemy of God. So before you start trying to please men, you have to remember to whom you belong and where you belong. And our message is quite simple. Jesus is the way, Jesus is the truth, Jesus is the life. No one comes to God except through him. There is no salvation in any other but Jesus. So don't ever take this Jesus out of your conversation. Every day we don't go out trying to make peace with the world. We are not seeking peace with the world, but we are seeking to reconcile the world to God. Yes, we proclaim it with due respect and love for them, but even with a greater desire for their salvation, even when they don't like it. I do hope that from today you won't be afraid to identify with Jesus. You'll be able to stand in the simplicity of your faith and your love for him, to declare his love for others, and to declare salvation to all people. He loves you and he will stand by you always, so you don't have to be afraid. You are not alone. Until next time, stay bold for Jesus. Love all men. Love them enough to tell them the truth about Christ. Pray for their salvation. And lastly, stand firm yourself. The Lord bless you. Thank you very much.